I am Faiz Ashkar. Today I am going to do a review about a book called Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by J.K. Rowling. This is a great book. It's about adventure that Harry do in his 12th birthday. After 12th birthday. This Harry Potter series has 7 books. It is in order. It is the Philosopher's Stone or Sorcerer's Stone. That's the first book. Second book is this book, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So this is the second book, and I recommend you to buy this. I have a little advice. It's that you must read book after you can see the movie, because this book is so detailed. It has more things than the movie. Okay. So in Harry Potter, one day Harry Potter in number 4th private drive, Harry was there sitting in his room. That time his owl was making very nice. So that his uncle Vernon shouted 3 times this week. If you don't make that owl shout, shut up its mouth, I will make it waste. So Harry said, she's bored. She used to fly. But Uncle Vernon didn't even bother that. So at that time, Harry came down. That time they were all dressed in well. So Uncle Vernon told, today there's going to be a big deal for me. After that we will go to 2 days out for camping. So he said his son and his wife the plan, and he turned to Harry and said, you should sit in his room. So when he was sitting in his room, when the people had come, a house elf appeared. His name was Dobby. That house elf warned him not to go to Hogwarts. So he couldn't accept that, because Hogwarts was his all. His family was in Hogwarts. That time he asked some questions about him. That time he answered. But after some times, that house elf said, why don't your friends send you any letter? That time Harry got confused. What? How do he know about this? So he asked. That time he understand that he was the one who was keeping away the owls from reaching his letter to house. So after that, when he make him angry, he go down. Dobby go down, and there was a cake there ready for them. So he with doing like this, the cake go fly. The cake was flying over and go to the guest's head and fell down. After that, Uncle Vernon didn't let Harry go. So one day when he was at his room, Harry's best friend Ron come to save him in a flying car of his dad's. So he came with a flying car, and that time he go there with them. But the Uncle Vernon did understand this, and he took Harry's leg, and afterwards he fell down. So after that they reached Ron's house. Ron's mother was so angry at Ron, but so pleased to Harry. She was so nice to Harry, but very angry with Ron. So after that, some days he lived there, and one day he wanted to go to his school. So he came there, and there is a chimney there. So when we get into chimney, and a powder is there, flow powder, and we put that powder in the chimney, so it will be green. So when we get inside, if we tell the correct word, we can transport to the place. So Harry, Ron, and Fred George, that's Ron's brothers, they go to there by telling Diagon Alley. That's where they had to go. But Ron and others said correctly, but Harry said diagonally. So he was going to another place. And from there, Hagrid is a half human, half giant. He saved him from there. And when they were going to a secret passage, 9 3/4, there's a secret passage to get there. No muggles. Muggles means non-magic persons cannot see that way. So they get, when others already get into there, but they cannot get. The way blocked. So they took their father's car and they get to a big dangerous things like a trees there. It can attack itself. So they get to that, and after that they heard many they got many worried because they will get scolded if his masters heard it. But as they was not expelled. That means they was not get out from the school. After that, one day he got a diary. And that diary's name was they write whose diary it was. Tom Marvolo Riddle. That was the person who had the diary. So he write about before that there was many attacks happening in the school, like petrifying. People are becoming petrified. So to find out about this, he write in the diary one day, I am Harry Potter. So the diary replied. He was so amazed by that. I am Tom Riddle. And when he asked about the chamber, the diary said him to a memory that one day he was walking through that. This is the memory of Tom Riddle, you see. And one day when he was walking through that, this is Tom Riddle's memory. In his memory, it is like this: where he was walking in one time. That time also, it's before 50 years old. The memory, and that time, this Chamber of Secrets. That's a place where Salazar Slytherin is a Hogwarts maker. That's the chamber where he was there. So his plan was to get muggle bonds out of the school, but everybody rejected him. So he saw in the memory that how Hagrid was the thief. So he go to Hagrid and asked. Before that, when they reached the home of Hagrid, they saw that Ministry of Magic, like governments in India like that. Ministry of Magic was there to capture him as was gone. So after that, they understand that Hagrid was not, because he said to follow the spiders. Hagrid was not the thief. So they again go and find out that that Voldemort was behind this, but he was the same person known as Tom Marvolo Riddle. This is the most surprising thing, that it was his past. Voldemort, Tom Marvolo Riddle's past, future, and present was Voldemort. Like Tom Marvolo Riddle. If we change his spelling, it is written like I am Lord Voldemort. So, after finding out there was a big fight, like there was a snake inside it. So, that snake killed a girl 50 years ago. And this Chamber of Secrets hidden passage was in a girl's toilet. The same toilet which that girl was hunting. Morning Metal was that died girl's name. And there was a very battle, and finally he killed a very big snake. After that he just, with a snake's teeth, he just destroyed the diary. That was his end. He was a memory inside the book, so he just faded away. After that, the book is finished. Thank you.